Nice, show yourself!
There has been a new video from Alan Wake 2. This video is actually published by IGN. Let's get into it and analyze everything technically. This is the first scene that you'll face in this gameplay video. Let's not talk about the environment design, by the way. The whole environment design is top notch and there's nothing else to say about it. I'm here to analyze everything based on the technical standpoint of everything. This game is Alan Wake, and Alan Wake used to use a lot of fog in a lot of different scenarios, and this tradition goes on again in Alan Wake 2. In this scene, when you look at here, there are fog, but we can't really know if these are local volumetric fog or 2D sprites or just being some particles that are using vertex animated textures in them. Vertex animation textures are a way to bake animations into textures frame by frame instead of making insanely complex skeletal meshes to simulate soft body animations, rigid body animations, destructions, fluid simulation, or in another word, dynamic remeshing, or maybe an explosion or even fog. If you pay close attention to the flashlight area, you'll see that the light gets more and less in different areas. It means that there's some noise texture or some kind of animation in the material in the fog area. This can't be a sprite-based fog. This is definitely a local fog. This is because we can't have lit sprite or have shadows on 2D sprites just because they are 2D and they don't have any depth in them to cast shadows. Instead, we'll use a 6-way lighting in VFX in 2D sprites. It means that we will just capture 6 angles of the sprites and then we'll combine them all together. This is the method that's being shown right now in the video, and this is like the best and the most optimized way to do it. But in Alan Wake, I strongly believe that the fog that's being usually used everywhere is not a 2D sprite, but rather it's a local volume fog. In this scene, for example, there's a bloom in this scene where there are lights and there are bloom where the light is casting light into the scene, and the brightness changes due to the texture, or in other words, the animation in the material in the local volumetric fog. This is another reason that I believe that they are using local volumetric fog everywhere as the baseline fog of the game. This is important to note that local volumetric fog is not cheap to use. If you want your game to be the most performant game ever, you can't afford to use local volumetric fog. But in Alan Wake 2, it's usually being used as the base fog of the game. It means that Alan Wake 2 cares a lot about the fog in the game, which is a good thing. What do you think about this?